I'd like to be a queen of people's hearts, in people's hearts.
Princess Diana's 1995 BBC Panorama interview sent shockwaves through Britain and around the world for its unvarnished look at one of the most popular women in the world and her life behind palace walls. The interview destroyed what was left of her relationship with the royal family and, perhaps more importantly, had a devastating impact on her eldest son, William. Why William wants justice. He watched that Panorama interview in tears, then raged at Diana. Now, after the prince's sensational intervention in the Martin Bashir scandal, will he blame the BBC, not his mother, for a grotesque betrayal? Keep watching to find out. The latest season of Netflix's The Crown thrusts viewers back into the whirlwind of controversy surrounding Princess Diana's groundbreaking interview with the BBC, a moment that shook the monarchy to its core. Recreating the pivotal interview, the series delves into the depths of Diana's candid revelations and the repercussions that rippled through the royal family and beyond. In her conversation with journalist Martin Bashir, portrayed by Prasanna Puwanaraja in the show, Diana bared her soul over 54 minutes, laying bare her innermost struggles, including battles with mental health and eating disorders. However, it was her poignant assessment of her marriage to Prince Charles, now King Charles III, that reverberated most profoundly. With poise and candor, Diana famously remarked, "Well, there were 3 of us in this marriage, so it was a bit crowded," a statement that would echo through the annals of history and cast a shadow over the monarchy. The interview captivated the nation, drawing an estimated 23 million viewers in the UK on November 20th, 1995, and triggering a seismic shift within the royal household. Reports suggest that Queen Elizabeth II herself was moved to action, penning letters to both Diana and Charles, urging them to initiate divorce proceedings and bring closure to their tumultuous union. Yet even as the nation grappled with the fallout of Diana's revelations, questions lingered about the interview's origins and the methods employed by Bashir to secure such a sensational scoop. It wasn't until over 2 decades later, in May 2021, that a comprehensive inquiry shed light on the murky circumstances surrounding the interview. The findings were damning, revealing deceitful practices employed by Bashir in his pursuit of the princess's cooperation. These revelations sparked a wave of scrutiny and condemnation, with public figures, including Diana's own son, Prince William, expressing outrage over the unethical conduct of Bashir and the BBC. Why Princess Diana's 1995 BBC interview shocked the world. Princess Diana's BBC interview, titled An Interview with HRH the Princess of Wales, aired on November 20th, 1995, as part of the documentary series Panorama. Conducted in Diana's sitting room at Kensington Palace, the interview made history for its candid revelations about life within the royal family. Diana opened up about her struggles with mental health during the interview, highlighting the lack of support she received from the royal family during her postpartum depression. She expressed feeling daunted by being possibly the first person in the royal family to openly experience depression, as it left her unsure of how to seek or provide support. Diana revealed that her vulnerability led to her being labeled as unstable and mentally unbalanced, a stigma that persisted despite her efforts to address it. She bravely admitted to engaging in self-harm and discussed her battle with bulimia, attributing her struggles to the underlying issues in her marriage. Diana felt that her cries for help were misunderstood, with her bulimia being misinterpreted as the root cause of her instability rather than a symptom of her emotional distress. Diana's willingness to speak candidly about topics such as bulimia and self-harm was groundbreaking for a member of the royal family. According to Katie Nicholl, author of The New Royals, Queen Elizabeth's Legacy and the Future of the Crown, Diana's revelations shattered taboos and challenged societal norms, marking a significant departure from the traditional reticence of royalty. The revelation of "there were 3 of us in the marriage" marked a significant moment in the breakdown of Charles and Diana's relationship. While both had previously discussed their marital issues with the press, it was the first time Diana directly named Camilla Parker Bowles as the third party involved. During her interview with Bashir, Diana candidly stated, "There were 3 of us in this marriage, so it was a bit crowded." She also admitted to her own affair with James Hewitt, a former Army officer who had served as her and her son's riding instructor. Diana expressed feeling betrayed when Hewitt contributed to a tell-all book about their relationship titled Princess in Love. Diana also shared insights into her husband's views on becoming King Charles III. She revealed that there was often conflict between them when discussing his desire to rule. Diana expressed her concern that the responsibilities of being king would be suffocating for Charles, given his personality and character. Her remarks about Charles's suitability for the role of king were seen as particularly damaging to the monarchy. Nicholl highlights the delicate balance between utilizing television to enhance the image of the royal family, while also preserving the mystique surrounding the monarchy. Princess Diana talked to Prince William the night before it aired. The royal family was caught off guard by Diana's Panorama interview, unaware of its content before it aired. However, historian and author Robert Lacey revealed that Diana had given a heads-up to William. Lacey shared in a November 2020 article for the Daily Mail that after receiving a call from William's school, Diana took the initiative to have a talk with her son. According to Simone Simmons, Diana's confidant and faith healer, it was William's Eton housemaster, Dr. Andrew Gailey, who prompted Diana to address the issue with her son. Gailey, having read advance publicity in the newspapers, believed it was crucial for Diana to explain matters to William face-to-face. Lacey detailed Diana's explanation to William about the impending interview. "I've done an interview for TV. It's going to air tomorrow night, and I didn't want it to catch you by surprise." Similarly, Diana reportedly had a similar conversation with William's younger brother, Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex, who was just 11 years old at the time. Prince William watched the interview alone. In a poignant moment of personal turmoil, Prince William found himself isolated in a room at Eton, where he witnessed his mother's candid revelations about her and Charles's respective affairs aired to the world. According to Lacey, William made his way to his housemaster's study shortly before 8 p.m. on that Monday evening, seeking solitude to watch the interview alone. As the 58 minutes of the program unfolded, William's emotions overwhelmed him and tears streamed down his cheeks. Describing the scene, Lacey recounted Gailey's observation of finding Diana's son slumped on the sofa, his eyes reddened by tears. Simmons, relaying William's sentiments, mentioned his discomfort with the intrusive nature of the televised event. This exposure to his parents' personal struggles and the public airing of their private lives deeply affected the young teenager. Lacey highlighted that the timing of the interview struck William at an especially vulnerable moment, amplifying its impact on him. The revelation of his parents' marital turmoil amidst his formative years likely contributed to the emotional turmoil experienced by the prince. How did Prince William react to Princess Diana's BBC Panorama interview in 1995? There are several poignant accounts of how Prince William grappled with his mother's bombshell interview with Martin Bashir, each revealing the depth of his hurt and embarrassment in the aftermath. The broadcast aired just 2 months into William's first term at Eton College, a pivotal time in the young prince's life as he navigated the challenges of a new school environment. Author Tina Brown recounted in her book The Palace Papers how Diana, aware of the impending interview's impact, made a poignant visit to William's school the day before its airing. Pulling him aside, behind a hedge, away from prying eyes, she attempted to prepare him for the storm that was about to unfold. Brown's account paints a vivid picture of the encounter, with paparazzo Mark Saunders witnessing William's subdued reaction as Diana departed. Describing the scene, Saunders noted how William, seemingly overwhelmed by the gravity of the situation, bid his mother farewell without the usual warmth and affection. In the aftermath of Diana's tragic death, her confidant and psychic, Simone Simmons, shed further light on William's emotional turmoil. In her book, Diana, The Last Word, Simmons revealed the devastating impact the interview had on the young prince, recounting how he lashed out in anger upon learning of his mother's decision to go public. According to Simmons, William's initial reaction was one of fury and betrayal, feeling that Diana had not only embarrassed herself but also him. Despite the tumultuous aftermath, Simmons recounted a tender moment of reconciliation between mother and son the following day. In a poignant gesture of forgiveness and understanding, William presented Diana with a bouquet of flowers, symbolizing a tentative step towards healing their fractured relationship. For over 2 decades, William remained tight-lipped about the interview, choosing to keep his feelings private amidst the intense media scrutiny. Fallout from Diana's BBC interview. In the tumultuous aftermath of Diana's Panorama interview, the shockwaves reverberated not only through the public sphere, but also within the royal family itself. Reports suggest that Queen Elizabeth II, faced with the scandal unfolding, took a decisive step by reportedly writing a letter to Diana, urging her and Charles to initiate divorce proceedings. True to form, Diana and Charles embarked on the path to divorce, formalizing their separation, which had begun in 1992, with official proceedings concluding on August 28, 1996, just over a year before Diana's tragic demise. Fast forward more than 2 decades since Diana's groundbreaking interview, and it finds itself under renewed scrutiny. Allegations have surfaced against the BBC, accusing them of coercing Diana into the interview through deceptive means orchestrated by journalist Martin Bashir. It is purported that Bashir fabricated bank statements, which he presented to Diana's brother, Charles Earl Spencer, suggesting illicit payments made to a member of his staff in exchange for information about him and Diana. While an investigation into the interview had been conducted in 1996, a fresh independent inquiry is currently underway. Now 38 years old, Prince William has weighed in on the matter, acknowledging the significance of the new investigation and deeming it a step in the right direction. As the investigation unfolds, it becomes increasingly evident that Diana's candid remarks during the interview left an indelible mark not only on her immediate family, but also on the broader royal establishment. What was the Lord Dyson inquiry? The Lord Dyson inquiry stands as a pivotal moment in the ongoing scrutiny surrounding the Panorama interview with Princess Diana, shedding light on the allegations of deception that have plagued the controversial broadcast. The genesis of the inquiry traces back to 1996, when initial allegations surfaced, suggesting that Martin Bashir, the interviewer, had resorted to underhanded tactics to secure the interview with Diana. It was claimed that Bashir had orchestrated the creation of fake bank statements, purportedly detailing payments from news agencies to individuals associated with Diana in an effort to gain the trust of her brother Earl Spencer, who facilitated the introduction to the princess. Although these concerns were initially kept under wraps, they resurfaced with renewed vigor ahead of the interview's 25th anniversary in 2020. Prompted by mounting public pressure, the BBC took the unprecedented step of commissioning Lord Dyson, a former judge of the Supreme Court of the UK, to conduct a comprehensive investigation into the matter. The findings of Lord Dyson's inquiry, published in 2021, sent shockwaves throughout the media landscape. In a scathing 127-page report, Dyson concluded that Bashir had indeed engaged in deceitful behavior by presenting Earl Spencer with falsified bank statements, thus manipulating him into arranging the fateful meeting with Diana. This revelation cast a shadow over the integrity of the interview, tarnishing its credibility and igniting a firestorm of controversy. In the wake of the report's publication, The BBC issued a formal apology and offered compensation to those affected by Bashir's actions, acknowledging the grave misconduct that had occurred under its auspices. Meanwhile, Bashir himself expressed remorse for his actions, conceding that the use of fake bank statements was a stupid and regrettable decision. However, he maintained that the statements played no role in Diana's decision to participate in the interview, standing by the integrity of his journalistic conduct. Bashir's resignation from the BBC shortly before the release of the report, citing health reasons, added another layer of complexity to the unfolding saga. As the fallout from the inquiry continues to reverberate, questions linger about the broader implications for journalistic ethics and the enduring legacy of Princess Diana's tumultuous relationship with the media. What did Prince William say about Martin Bashir? Prince William's response to the release of Lord Dyson's findings reverberated with gravity and emotion, marking a significant moment in the ongoing scrutiny surrounding the Panorama interview with Princess Diana. In an unprecedented move, the Duke of Cambridge chose to address the public directly, standing outside his late mother's former residence at Kensington Palace. Expressing gratitude towards Lord Dyson and his team for their exhaustive report, Prince William underscored the gravity of the BBC's acknowledgement of the findings in their entirety. His words reflected a deep sense of concern over the revelations uncovered by the inquiry, particularly the egregious actions of BBC employees, including the use of deceitful tactics to secure the interview with Diana. With solemn conviction, Prince William highlighted the profound impact of the interview on his parents' relationship, lamenting that the deceitful manner in which it was obtained significantly influenced Diana's words. He spoke poignantly of the indescribable sadness stemming from the BBC's failures, which contributed to his mother's feelings of fear, paranoia, and isolation in her final years. Moreover, Prince William expressed profound disappointment in the BBC's leadership for their failure to properly investigate the complaints and concerns raised in 1995. He asserted that the Panorama program, tainted by deceit and misinformation, lacked legitimacy and should never be aired again. He called for a revaluation of the narrative surrounding the interview, emphasizing the importance of transparency and accountability in journalism. In a broader context, Prince William underscored the critical role of public service broadcasting and a free press in combating misinformation and upholding journalistic integrity. He emphasized that the failings identified in the Panorama scandal not only betrayed his mother and his family, but also eroded public trust in the media. Prince William expressed condemnation for the manner in which the interview was secured, stating in 2021 that the BBC's failures significantly contributed to his mother's fear, paranoia, and isolation in her final years. Nicholl underscores the importance of considering Bashir's discredited actions in booking the interview, questioning how much Diana's fears influenced her decision to participate. There remains a lingering uncertainty about whether she would have consented to the interview to the same extent had she not been deceived. Diana's untimely death in a car crash just 2 years after the BBC interview has magnified the impact of her words on the public memory of the people's princess. Harris emphasizes that Diana's ability to connect with the public stemmed from a blend of glamour and vulnerability. Her willingness to openly discuss the challenges she faced resonated with many, fostering a sense of familiarity and relatability among the public. Reflecting on the impact of Princess Diana's Panorama interview on Prince William sheds light on the complexities of royal life and the enduring legacy of the people's princess. As we continue to revisit this pivotal moment in history, it's essential to consider the emotional toll it took on those closest to Diana, including her beloved son. What are your thoughts on how the interview affected Prince William? Share your insights in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content exploring the life and legacy of Princess Diana. Thanks for joining us. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.